Hey guys, how you doing? This is Mango etc. and I'm here to bring the review for My Villain Academia episode number 1. So in case you didn't notice the logo change within the intro and you're not a manga reader, these last few episodes of season 5 will focus around the League of Villains. So if you're not a fan of the League of Villains right now, sorry about that, but I think if regardless if you're a fan of League of Villains or not, coming out of these last few episodes of season 5, you do essentially start to like the League of Villains a bit better. It is a decent, it is in for a good decent few episodes. Just to see that. But what essentially is going to be happening throughout these couple of episodes is Shiggy, as I call him, Shigaraki's name? I forget, I always get those names confused. Yeah, but it's basically about him improving his forces, basically, in a nutshell, really. We see him within this episode, he starts his journey off by trying to win over All for One's All for One's bodyguard, and I call him Gigs. I call him Gigs for short. His name is Gig something, but I call him Gigs for short. I mean, just basically get to see what he's about. We know that just basically from what we see within this episode, he's very beastly. He's very beastly. I can't remember the exact timings. 48 hours, 44 minutes is coming to my mind. But you can go toe to toe with multiple opponents for 48 hours, 44 minutes, then sleep for I think it was 3 hours, and then be up again, ready to good to go. So we know over the period of time that Shiggy has been trying to win over Gigs, I think it was said to be a month and a half, Shiggy ain't been sleeping properly. Every 2 days he gets 3 hours sleep. Every 2 days he gets 3 hours sleep. And as well as winning over Gigs, Shiggy also has to win over the Doctor. The Doctor now we see what the Doctor's been about as well. He's been working on some Nomu that he's called the High Ends I think it was. But he essentially has to completely win him over because the Doctor throughout the episode is talking. He's like, yeah, I'm warming up to you, but I'm not completely sold. That's the kind of vibe the Doctor's giving off right now. So that's how we start with Shiggy trying to win over Gigs. But by the end of the episode, we are faced with another problem, or I should say the League of Villains are faced off with another problem, where we have the Liberation Army, led by Reed Destra, I think his name is, basically calling out the League of Villains and say, yo, I've got one of your boys, come at me. So Shiggy's up for the challenge. He somewhat has a plan, which essentially involves Gigs as well. But the numbers they have to come up against are not in their favor. They're really not in their favor. So anime only watchers, because this is all blown over in the manga by now. This is a long time ago. What do you think is going to happen here? Another nice touch of the episode is that we are thrown like little crumbs of Shiggy's backstory, and now we are essentially told within this episode that he doesn't remember anything before meeting All for One and the Doctor. And we also find out that the hands that Shiggy has placed all over him are the hands of his loved ones. A bit eerie, if that's the word I'm looking for. But as Shiggy says, having the hands makes him sick, but at the same time it brings him comfort. It calms him down a bit. So I think it's safe to say that as the arc goes on, as these last few episodes go on, we will learn we'll dive in deeper into Shiggy's story. But for now, that is everything that we have got. I am going to give this episode a 3-star rating. Of course, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.